right, Brother Keith. We are on, though I don't see us on our broadcast yet. I see we got a few people on. How's it going? Right, Keith, why are you bobbing your head like that?
Well, you might be asking, why am I playing Roxy music so early in the morning? That'll come up later in the show, but Sir Brian Ferry was born this day in 1945, singer of the, I don't know what kind of music they were, psychedelic, early kind of popish, punkish, kind of new wave.
Yeah.
Really nice music.
All right.
So happy birthday, Brian.
I'm just going to believe you on that one there, Keith. All right. Hey, Terry.
What's that? We're not real big in the States, but they were huge over in England. So early 70s to very early 80s.
What band was that again?
Roxy Music.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, music, I agree. Not real big in the States, huh?
For that. No. Some bands, they make it huge all over the world, and we're kind of snobbish sometimes when it comes to music. We like the good old stuff, like rap and all that kind of stuff. So, hey, Joel, what's going on? Good morning, brother.
How's it going, man?
Look what's going on back here. I got no picture frame. Samples.
Where are you?
I am remote from Betterton, Maryland, at big sister Linda's house up in her office, and it's quite comfortable. quite comfortable up here. She's got a nice view. Yeah, I'm gonna have to look into how I can stock shelves at a liquor store from home, because I think she's got a pretty sweet deal going on. Yeah, who's watching? Anybody watching so far today? Yeah. Hey, Linda Brad Towers on. Hello,
good morning, Brad. Good morning, guys. Yeah. All right, so we get ourselves going, Keith.
Yeah, let's go. I got my coffee. I think there's some people downstairs that are watching that have their coffee. So just sit back, relax for a nice half hour of good conversation.
We'll be right back.
From the Somerset Studios in Westchester, Pennsylvania, it's Smack and Jack Live with your co-hosts Keith and Joel Wenderman.
Jack up your income, smack it in the face. Jack it up, smack it.
Hey, we got the Galanis on. Hey, young feminist, how are you, man? Good to see you. Long time no see. So good to see you on this morning. And I was over at the Galanis, the main hub of the family. There's like 1,000 of them now. I think every time I go over, there's a couple more.
The home base, right?
So when Sophia's on, usually the whole house is on. So hi, everybody. So if Sophia's on, you can probably count 10. Themis, there's 3. I think there should be 3 at his house. Good morning, guys. Good morning, everybody. Good to see you. What's going on, Joel? What is going on?
Well, I was just thinking about our introduction, Keith. There, we're not at Somerset Studios today. We're not in Westchester, PA.
Yes.
We're not really smacking debt in the face.
Yeah, now, just thinking about this. This is the first time we have done a show. Not, half of it has been from Somerset or most of it's for forever, and then half of it for this year.
Yeah. The
first show we've ever done exclusively not at Somerset Studios. I'm a little nervous. Things are
first 5 years. We haven't had a 5-year show yet, but it's been 5 years.
Wow, has it been 5 years?
4 years. Actually, it's been 4 years, I think. I think we started in 2016. So maybe our 5th year is coming up for Smack and Jack Live.
Okay. Wow. Wow, that's something,
Yeah, they're all on. Awesome. Okay.
Yeah, there we go. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, a whole bunch. Yeah.
So why don't
Joey's on? Good morning, Joe.
Got a lot of slides to share with you. So, Keith, I sent out a post last week about a little gift I discovered in the shed.
Oh, yeah.
Because Stephanie and I had a sofa in our garage, I decided to put our push lawnmower into the shed. And so when I went to get the lawnmower last week to cut the grass, I was given a little surprise here. let's go to our screen share. And this is not those two folks there.
Look at those kids.
This is what I discovered in the shed.
Oh,
So
what is that?
this is this is a dead skunk. And when I first saw it there, I opened it up. I was like, whoa, right? And I'm thinking, is this little guy asleep, or what's going on here? So I like rustled, I tapped on the door, and it didn't move at all. You can see where my lawnmower is, right? So it's just on the other side of the skunk. So I thought, all right, no big problem. I'll just get a bag, pick up the skunk, and do whatever. I don't know, but I thought, maybe I better check. So I had Steph look up what to do with a dead skunk. And do you know, Keith, it said, do not touch the skunk. They are very toxic when they die. And if you get anything on your hands from that skunk, you could really have problems.
No kidding.
Yeah. So that's why, I was thinking, all right, I'll just put it in a bag. But after she read all that off to me, I was like, we better call somebody. So we ended up calling somebody, and a young lady actually came out from a company, and she had her plastic bag, just kind of scooped it up and tied it up. She said, yeah, you don't want to fool with these because they are toxic.
That's weird.
You get anything on you from them, you could have problems. So the lawnmower was on the other side of that skunk. So I did not want to risk touching the skunk trying to get the lawnmower out.
Right. Yes. Yeah.
So
yeah.
I left it there. I ended up riding. I had my tractor back now, so I ended up doing all my riding part, and then I pulled the lawnmower out later. But so 3.5 hours later on a Sunday, they came and picked up the skunk, and I guess it just died of old age. So I don't know.
Well, we were talking about it last night, but Bob, up the road where we grew up, every once in a while a cow would go underneath the porch, get hit and run underneath the porch.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering if that might have gotten hit on the road and then ran up there and just died.
Possibly.
But
now, my shed's not in great shape or anything, but you really do have to squeeze in, under one of the boards to get in there.
Yeah, maybe it was his time, and he just
not like you can just walk on in and.
Yeah.
But so anyway, and can you believe it, Keith? It did not smell.
Really?
You would think this thing would be putting off an odor like
right. You think the scent bag would have popped or something, or
even by the time she came to pick it up, there was just a slight odor, and she said just spray it down with Clorox and stuff.
Yeah.
So I sprayed the whole area there with bleach and everything, so to kill any germs. So I think we lucked out on that one.
All right, so now big question, Joel. What is the price of skunk removal in media?
It was $78.
Yeah, okay.
70.
Now, see, back where I used to live, what's that, Joel?
$75 plus tax or whatever.
Yeah. Well, you got rid of it and you didn't have to touch it. Back where I lived, once there was a dead cat on my front yard, so I scooped it up with my old shovel, and then we had a pretty big in back of the yard, like a no man's. It was somebody's property, but it was kind of like
right. It was somebody else.
I just heaved it. But if you did that, it would have ended up in that guy's pool, and he probably wouldn't have been very happy with you. So
that's right.
Hey, neighbor, that's your trouble now.
I considered burying it, but I'm like, man, if I make one false move with this thing trying to bury it, man, it's going to be lights out for me.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to do some research. I mean, what?
Yeah. Anyway,
are you talking about like maybe terminal infections or something like that, or?
It was pretty serious actually.
Yeah. Wow.
I would never thought that. So I didn't. Yeah. Obviously, I didn't touch it. So.
Right. Yeah. Well, that's good. That's good.
Yeah. That's $78 worth spending.
Yep. Well, yes. Good investment there.
I hear these guys are saying, well worth it. Yeah. Well worth the money investment on that one. Okay, so Keith, I'm going to stay right here on our slideshow.
All right.
And you recall that last week, Stephanie and I and the girls settled on a new house in Big Bass Lake. Oh,
wait a minute. Before we get into that, that might have sounded like a timer. The old timers a mom used to have when you were egg time or whatever.
Keith, it sounded exactly like that. And I was wondering what you were doing.
Yeah, what do you think it is? Well, since we're playing remotely, I could only bring my drumsticks. So I went down into big sister's Linda's kitchen, and I got a really nice copper cap.
That is.
Sounds a bit more like cowbell than it does.
I was going to say it sounds exactly like a cowbell.
I always thought the show could use a little bit more cowbell.
More cowbell.
Anyway, so
nice. All right.
moving on, Joel. Sorry to interrupt.
Look at a few pictures of our. So Keith, this is the lake up there, and I obviously don't have them in order. So this is Big Bass Lake up at our place. You see them? Yeah. So, and there's a little bit more of the beach area. There's Caroline taking pictures, and Stephanie in the distance there. So that's the bigger lake there. So you can't take motorboats on there, but you can take electric motorboats on there and canoes.
That's good. And you can fish. You'll have the fish in it.
Yes.
I'd imagine.
Yeah.
Name like Big Bass Lake. There should be some
There should be some bass in there. Yeah.
Bass in there.
So
walleye too. I think
it got pretty breezy up there last week when we were there. So there was actually little white caps on the lake there.
Wow, it's that big.
It was pretty breezy. All right. There's another picture of the lake, and this is our deck. Obviously, sunroom.
Yeah.
The deck actually is pretty big. You know, after the tenants moved out, they took all their stuff off the deck, and lo and behold, it's a pretty sizable deck there. Wow. So we're gonna head up. Stephanie and Sophia are gonna head up or a little bit later today, start doing some cleaning, and we're gonna have hardwood floor put down. We're gonna probably redo the kitchen to a degree. We're not gonna completely gut it, but we're gonna new countertop. We'll see how those cabinets clean up, and we're gonna get an estimate on a full job, but we'll see, what we need to do.
Did you say you're gonna put hardwoods on the floor? You said.
Yep, it's going to be hardwood on the floor.
Nice.
Called, it's a composite hardwood.
Yeah, nice.
That's the last lifespan of like 100 years or something like that. So
yeah.
So we thought that's a much better way. Stephanie really wanted to put that down rather than another carpet that you got to tear up in 5 years.
Yeah, and if you're having renters, that's just
a
lot easier to clean hard surfaces, I think. Yeah. So
and that'll also go into the kitchen. So that kitchen floor is going to go, and we'll have nice hardwood in there too.
Okay, nice.
New counter. Right now, we're thinking new countertop, new flooring, and we'll see. We'll see what the estimates are on the complete gut job of the kitchen. But right now, we're thinking either leaving the cabinets as is, or maybe painting them to brighten them up some.
Okay.
So that's what we're thinking there. And this is the outside. So your house is there on the left, obviously back in the distance, and we get a little bit of yard there with the trees and so forth. And this is our sign.
Nice.
So Keith, I got a
Renaissance Woods. That's the name of the development, is it?
That's the name of our house.
Oh, no kidding! Wow.
Yeah, that's where the previous owners named it that, I guess.
Okay. Nice.
So Keith, I got a call from Big Bass Lake the other day, and I think it was on Wednesday. I don't know. Left a message. Mr. Lenderman, would like for you to give us a call back. Big Bass Lake, so on. So I got the message, but I got it late, and I couldn't call him back. And I'm thinking, oh man, it got down to freezing up there. Is there water pouring out of the door because my pipes burst, this, that, and everything? So I call back next day, and she said, Mr. Lenderman, thank you for calling back. I wanted to let you know you have a sign out in front of your house. And I'm sorry to tell you that sign is out of compliance.
Already, you getting this? Are you kidding me?
Out of compliance.
Oh.
I just laughed at her. I said, "You're kidding me, right?" I said, "How long has that sign been there?" She said, "I know. I felt so bad for calling you because I know you just bought the house, but can you believe somebody actually called and complained about that sign a few weeks ago?" So
unbelievable. Well, you can hang that up on the house, probably, right?
Yeah, we can put it somewhere. She said if it had our name on it, it would probably work. But as I'm looking at the sign, I was just telling Stephanie this morning, the top part, the black top part there, it looks like it's covering up some rot. And then the numbers on it are not really tasteful. And the more I look at it, the more I kind of agree.
Unbelievable.
I just laughed. I said, that's too funny. I'll take it down when I go up there this week. But it was just funny. You know, I was
Yeah,
worried about
welcome to the neighborhood, Joel. Yeah, right off. We're gonna have to get rid of that sign. Yeah, that doesn't fit our whole theme
we
here.
hope you like it here.
Jeez, unbelievable. Yeah, well, and then for that you're paying an HOA too, right? For them to.
Oh yeah, we pay money for people to tell us to take it down.
Right. Yes. Yeah. Well, welcome to the neighborhood, Joel. Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. If that's
well.
the biggest thing, we can take care of that. It's it's kind of on the one side, it's pretty good because you could have people doing all sorts of stuff.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah. Yep.
I'm not going to sweat over that one. So anyway, let's move on to our big presentation of the morning.
Okay.
And that is light bulbs. Can you believe it?
Yeah, that's a nice topic. Yeah, let's talk about
why are we talking about light bulbs, Keith?
Ding. Oh, wait a minute. I wish I had a light bulb. Ching. I don't know, Joe. Why?
I could not think of another topic, and this had actually crossed my mind. So I thought, yeah, let's talk about light bulbs. Okay. So our light bulbs available to us in this day and age are pretty extensive, right, Keith? You remember when we were growing up, the bulbs you see on the screen right now were pretty much what we got, right?
Yeah, right. Mm-hmm. Yep.
These are the incandescents. And actually, this particular light here, see where it says uses only 43 watts?
Yes.
They came at like this. They started making these back, I think, maybe when I was in high school, where they started making lights that were, taking less wattage.
They're they might be fluorescents. Some of them are.
Well, no, these are still incandescents, but they're still,
okay.
They just use less watts.
Okay.
What? Way back, 60 watts meant 60 watts.
Right.
With this box here, 60 watts was powered by 43 watts. And we get a 0.9 year life out of them. So I have this box. This is out of my basement. I don't know when I bought this, like a year ago or so. I saw a box of all these lights and it was like $5. I'm like, I'll buy them. Because I like how the light they put off,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But moving on, this is another basic light, these floodlights here. The reason why I put this in here, Keith, is these are both 65 watts.
Mm-hmm.
And they're indoor floods. But the one on the right is double life, which means obviously it's supposed to last 2 times longer. But if you go down to the lower left-hand corner, you see the brightness is 485 lumens. Now, of course, the more lumens, the brighter they are, right?
Right. Mm-hmm.
But the one on the left side is 600 lumens.
Oh, I see what they're doing.
Yeah. So the double life one is not quite as bright. Therefore, it can last a little bit longer, I suppose, right?
But that's kind of usually when you buy a light bulb, 65, 75 watt, you go by wattage to get your brightness out of it. So if you're looking for a 65 brightness and you say, well, I'll get the one that lasts longer, it's not going to be as bright as the other one. So that's.
Yeah. And that's why you got to go by the lumens down.
Yeah. Holy cow. This is,
45 over there. 485 and 600 over here.
Yeah.
Now you notice the energy efficiency is $7.83 a year for either one.
Huh.
So one's going to last you a little bit longer, but you're going to get less light with it. Okay, let's move on, Keith.
Right. That's I'm confused.
So these are basic incandescent floodlights, which is what we have in our kitchen. And I think you can actually use these outdoors too, but I only use them inside. Okay, so these are your new kind of compact fluorescent lights. And you notice this is a 100-watt equivalent bulb. It uses 23 watts, and it has a brightness of 1,600 lumens. So quite a bit brighter than that last bulb we were just looking at, right?
Right.
And then $2.77 per year to run these. So when we start getting into, gosh, we got to turn out the lights, yes, I'm all for keeping the lights out. But then I think, all right, it's costing me $2 a year or $3 a year to run this light bulb.
Yeah, yes.
If I forget to turn it out, is it really a big deal? So anyway, let's move on to this one. Now, these are kind of floodlight, not halogen, fluorescent floodlights. And actually, Dot and Dave gave these to me because they took them all out of their kitchen because they replaced them with something different. So we got a whole bunch of these down here.
Wow.
But again, the lifespan of these things is like 7 years. So you replace them like hardly ever. The problem with these, though, they take.
You're right. Yeah.
Like we have one of these in our bathroom, and when you go in there, you turn on the light, and it's kind of dark for a little while, and then it gets bright. Stephanie doesn't.
So you're done doing what you have to do by the time you have the light on, right?
Well, you know what? When you go at 5:30 in the morning, it kind of works out pretty well. You don't want it to be too bright,
right?
So it slowly comes on. Now I have some of these outside as well. So this is our garage driveway area. But check this out, Keith. See the light on the right here? Whenever we had our house painted last, they came and power washed first, and the power washer guy hit this light and shattered the glass around it. And I thought, all right, let me just let it go and we'll see what happens to it. Well, that was like, I don't know how many years ago that was, but that light was outside. So I guess the encasement on these things is really just
to make it look like an old-fashioned light.
Yeah. And maybe give a little reflector to it. But yeah, that one's still there. And me, if it's still working, I'm not really going to not really going to touch it, right?
Don't fix what's broken, right?
That's right. Okay, so we're moving into my favorite type of light. These are the LEDs. And so again, here for 40 watts, you're only using 3.5 watts. And these guys last 13 years. Can you imagine? These lights last about 13 years, right? And I forget if there's a cost per. But anyway, I have these, and this is my garage door opener here. So garage, and I also have a pair or some of these in my lamppost outside here.
Okay, yeah.
I took this picture last night, and I discovered that the glass around the light is pretty cruddy. I'm going to clean that. But anyway. This is my go-to light. I mean, they last outside really well. I've had other lights in the garage door opener that didn't last more than a year because it shakes and rattles and all that.
Yeah.
And I've had normal lights out in the lamppost that once it gets cold, they just stop working. Because it's it's 10 degrees outside, the light comes on and it burns itself out. These guys don't do that. So if you have a garage door opener, you have lampposts outside, I highly recommend these. They look great. They're not that, they're not the CFL fluorescent.
Right.
These look kind of like regular old time light bulbs, but they're only using 3.5 watts.
Are they expensive?
You know what? They're not anymore.
Okay.
And almost, when I go to Home Depot, they actually have clearance lights because a lady there a couple years ago said, yeah, the last year's models are on the end of the aisle there because they're on clearance. And I was like, wow, they have like year. She said, oh yeah, they come out with different models every year. So I bought a pack of these, 4-pack of these for, I think it was like $2 or $3. And that's what I have in the garage right now. Those lights were put in years ago. So if you're looking or thinking about different lights and so forth, I highly recommend the LED lights.
That is 13 years. I had used to have a couple of dogs, and and
a couple times.
13, yeah. When you're at the 13 years living with a, it's kind of upsetting when they pass. So I would imagine there's going to be a little bit of heartbreak when these light bulbs go, Joel.
I would a little separation, yeah.
They are going to be part of the family.
Yep. I agree with you. Look at this one, Keith. Last 22 plus years.
Let me finish my bit there, Keith.
So this one's lasted about 22 years. And these guys here are still in the box. I haven't even used them yet, but they must have been on sale, so I bought them. And they said soft white, so still have them. But let's go back to this one here for a second. These lights here, I know, have to be in an upright position to work, meaning at the top of my basement steps, I have a light that comes out from the wall on the side. Some light sticks out kind of horizontally.
Right.
And I had one of these in there, and I guess it overheated because it would only stay on for like 20 minutes before it went out by itself. And then, you know, a little while later, after it cooled down, it would work again. But these guys here just have to kind of be essentially vertical when you put them in.
That's weird.
And the problem with some of these lights is that they're too big for the old time lampshade holder.
Yes.
You know, they won't fit all the way down in.
Yep.
But I think as they work on these, they're getting them back down the size and not so big anymore. So I think
think about some of those things, Joel. Might look like a couple of the last ones. They don't get hot.
No.
You know, I've replaced some, and they're maybe warmer than if they weren't on at all. But they're, you know, they're cool to the touch.
Yeah, that is a nice feature about them.
Yeah.
I typically that's typically what I do. I always try to change a light bulb after I had it on.
Oh, sure. Yeah, you don't want to change it, you know, when it's cool.
Well, it's cool, right?
Yeah.
All right, so let's go look at a couple historical facts about. Historians attribute up to 22 different inventors of the incandescent light bulb before Thomas Edison.
Wow.
Yeah.
I think that band Tesla had something to do with.
Yeah, I think so. Yep, I think he had more to do with it than Edison himself. The first concept and demonstration of heating a wire to produce light was by Ebenezer Kinnersley in 1761. Kinnersley moved to Philadelphia around 1740 and worked closely with Benjamin Franklin. Taught at the Academy of Philadelphia, which was the forerunner of the University of Pennsylvania. And the first practical commercial light bulbs were created by Thomas Edison in 1879. Compact fluorescent lights contain small amounts of mercury in them. Even though they use less energy than incandescent light bulbs, they aren't good for the environment.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, so you're supposed to actually recycle them. The Centennial Light is an incandescent light bulb located at Livermore Pleasanton Fire Department in California. It holds the world's record for the longest lasting lit bulb. It's estimated that this light bulb has been burning since 1901. And if we go to that particular website, you can see pictures of this light. There it is. Yeah, that old time bulb. They think it was, first started in use back in the 1890s. Started out as like a 30 or 60 watt bulb, and now it gives about 4 watts of light. So it's just kind of like a night light now. But apparently it's been on like for over 100 years.
Wow, that's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah.
Centennial Light. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, very good, Joel. Very good.
Pretty cool. All right, so that's it for our presentation on.
That's about all the light you can shine.
Yeah. I know. How much more do we need to know about light bulbs?
Light bulbs, yeah.
All right. So, if you're getting any value out of this show today, if you learned anything about a light bulb, we would love for you to love the love button, smack the like button, and give us a share of some.
Share. We need more people learning about light bulbs on Saturday morning. You know, I mean, what else are you gonna do this morning? In particular, it is a miserable morning out there, Joel, down on the eastern shore, and it's probably about the same up there in Media.
Yeah, it looks like the rain has stopped, although it's still very cloudy. It looks like the rain has stopped, so we shall see.
Yeah, I can't really tell. There's dripping coming off of the soffit here, but yeah, I can't tell. It's just going to be a miserable day, I think. So, what's up next, Joel?
Okay, little blank slate, Keith.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, let's do that.
All right, let's give an explanation of our game. See, we're doing blank slate today because we could not find any trivia to talk about because it's all.
Wow, we are trivia-less.
Trivia.
Maybe I can look up some trivia, do a little bit of homework on it.
So why don't we do blank slate? And for those who haven't played blank slate yet, I give you a word, and you're either going to give me a word following this word, or finish up the word for me, or you're going to give me something before the word. All right, it will all make sense. So number one, make sure when you type in, you give me a number 1, and then a number 2, and then number 3, number 4. So when we go back, we can see what everybody has. All right, our first word, number 1, is board. So give me something after the board.
This is still the morning show, right, Joel?
Yes.
Okay.
All right. So go ahead and type that in, folks. Number 2.
All righty. Got mine.
Number 2. Book. Book. All right. Number 3. I have to write some down too. All right. Sorry. Number 3. Here we go. Number 3. Dog. Dog.
Joel, you're making this difficult for me. Dog.
All right.
Wait. Dog.
All right. Do we have to hold up the show for
Oh, goodness
to
sakes.
think of something here?
Okay.
All right. And the last one here is fly. Fly. So that is
Okay.
4. All right. Go ahead and type in what you got there for us, folks.
All right.
I have mine. Keith, shall we go on to jokes and then do this day in history?
Sure. Yeah. Yep. Do some jokes.
All right.
Oh, okay.
All right. Ready? I think we have 3 here. Did you hear about the underwear that lost its job?
No.
It was bummed. All right. Joke number 2. What do you put in a barrel to make it lighter?
What?
A hole. All right, last one. What did the rope say after it tangled?
What?
Oh no, not again.
Very good. Very good.
Oh my, don't blame us, folks. Blame the
book.
Jokepedia. All right, Keith, you got any history for today?
I think so. Let's see if I can find it. September 26th, I think we're looking. Where's my mouse? Hold on.
September 26th.
Boy, this working in a different.
This really got you off, huh?
Yeah, it's off of. Hey, did you know this day in 1774, Johnny Appleseed was born? An American environmentalist. I thought Johnny Appleseed was
Wait, say that one again.
Johnny Appleseed. You know the guy who run around planting apple trees all over the world.
He was born in 19.
He was born. I'm sorry, 1774. Did I say 1974?
1774. Okay,
Yeah, that makes a little bit more sense.
that makes more sense. Good.
What else did I have? 1960. What the heck was I going to do? I don't have a printer to even print and paste anymore. 1960. What the heck is it? It's 960. Unbelievable. Oh, wait a minute.
Folks, we're completely prepared for this one.
Well, I'm into the birthdays now and not the. Okay, here we go. Fidel Castro announces Cuba's support for the USSR. 1960.
You're right.
That's like the launch of the Cold War, wasn't it? I think.
Probably.
Yeah, 1973, the Concorde makes the first nonstop crossing of the Atlantic in record-breaking time. 1973, the Concorde supersonic transport. And that's something. It's like almost 50 years ago.
Yeah. I think the last time we talked about the Concorde was when we mentioned that it crashed and then it never flew again.
Yeah. Yes. Right. Yep. Isn't that something?
Yeah.
Wow. I thought I had one more. Oh yeah. All right. I already did. Well, that was a little bit out of. I thought I saw something else. Hold on 1 second here, Joel.
Yeah, we got time.
Yeah. We're actually running. Oh, I thought I saw something.
There's nobody knocking at the door yet for a frame, right?
No. Well, I don't know. Yeah, if they're knocking at the door now, where am I looking? I could have sworn I saw somebody. Well, I guess it doesn't matter. Well, okay, that's about it. I thought I. Wait a minute, Mark. Thought I saw Linda Hamilton from. I'll be back, but I don't know.
Okay. All right. Thanks, Keith.
Her birthday might have been today. Yes. All right. Yes. Holy cow!
That wealth of history.
Oh my goodness sakes! Hey, Heather and Larry are on. Hey guys, what's going on?
Yeah. All right. So let's
All right, let's get back
with our blank slate and we'll
Yeah,
get out of here and let everybody continue on to their beautiful day.
Yes.
Wherever you might be. All right. So our first one, Keith, was you want to go back into the comments here. We had number one. I think we have which was number one. Okay. Board.
We have a boardwalk. We have a board straight. Is it BOARD? Yeah, okay. Board straight.
Let's see. I got to go up here. Oh yeah, there's another board straight.
Board game. That's a good one.
Nice.
Yeah, pretty good.
Nice.
Okay, and that's
all
good.
Right.
Boardroom. Boardroom.
All right. Number two. Oh, I had a board silly.
Okay.
Okay. Actually, I can type that in, can't I? SILY. Did that go to anybody? Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It just came up. Yep.
Hey, awesome. Okay. All right. The next one was book. All right. So number two. Let's see. I'm not exactly sure. Maybe, Terry, your small book, maybe. Chapter book. And do we have any other?
No, that's about all I see.
I think that was it for number two. All right.
I got good book. You know, the good book.
Hey, guess what, Keith? Look what I had.
Yeah.
Brother.
Daily double. Right. Instant daily double, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay. Next one. Number three was dog. Dog. All right. We have a dog fight. What else we have here?
Oh, Sophia's got a fight, dog fight. Yep.
Maybe that's what Tara was doing there. Dog park. That might work there.
Okay. Right. Yeah. Dog house. Yep.
Guess what I had?
Dog walk. And who had Tara?
I had. Take a look.
Dog. Oh, good, Joel. Very good. Good. Very good.
Right. And last one was fly.
Okay.
Let's see.
Let's see what we have here.
Anybody for number four there? Okay. Linda had butterfly.
Butterfly, yeah. Okay.
Okay. Anybody else in number four? All right. I'm going to
small fly, yeah. I had a horsefly.
Okay. You had horsefly. I had
firefly.
I had firefly.
Yeah. Okay.
10,000 fireflies to be exact. All right.
Yoo-hoo!
Nice. I think that is it, Keith. We should probably.
We got to move going out of here. Hey, thanks for stopping by, guys. You know, as always, whether it's a good show, whether it's not a good show, I think it's always a good show when I'm here with my little brother Joel and you folks out there in Smack and Jack land. So thanks for spending your morning with us.
Yeah.
And I think I didn't look at my schedule next week, Joel, but I think we're good for next.
You're good to go? I think next week I am good to go too. I know in 2 weeks I'll be up at the old Mountain House.
Okay.
And unfortunately in 2 weeks we have cable being installed at 9, somewhere between 9 and 1. If it was installed the day before, I could do a show from there. Okay. So that will no longer be an excuse when I go up there.
Right.
Right. So
nice. We'll be up, boy. We will be. It's going to be Smack and Jack on the road. I think the next couple shows.
Yes.
Very good.
I know. All right, folks. We're going to get out of here. Enjoy your weekend. Go ahead. Keith.
Yeah. Thanks. Thanks for stopping by. Remember, you guys deserve a thought of your own.
So be in touch to learn, laugh, and live. Thanks for stopping by. Smack and Jack.
Have a great weekend, guys. See you next.
Jack up your knees, smack check it out, smack jack up your knees, smack jack it up, smack in the face. Jack up your income, smack in the face.
All right.